What's up, peeps? Hope everyone's doing well. The door. So today's Saturday, and the family I live with is out of town. So this is my first time being super, super alone, and I can't tell you how happy it is. And that only signals to me that it's time to move out. And I've been talking about this for a while, and I want to stop using nail spray. It's expensive to rent in as an excuse. So this morning, I went to get my mother's car serviced, and while I was there, I realized that I actually want a car. I've been talking about this forever, but every time I look at my finances, I just don't see how it can happen. But as I am watching more videos about visualization and all of that stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get a car for free. It just means that you should behave as if you already have it, okay? So I need to change that brainwave in my mind because I've realized in the last couple of days and weeks and stuff that I've just been attracting bad energy. I don't believe in it, but now I feel like looking back, I can kind of see it. When I first got my new job last year, I was hoping that my situation was going to improve. And because I was applying more on Upwork, I was just doing more work on Upwork and I was being the best I could be to the clients that I had at the time because I just wanted more money. You get what I mean? And then a job came out of nowhere. A position came out of nowhere that I never envisioned myself in. And even though I had doubt at the beginning about it, I ended up liking it way more than I ever thought I could. And that resulted in me wanting to basically become an academic. I'm telling you, never ever wanted that. So I'm kind of going through like the motions because I'm just like every time I hoped for the best. Technically, I was manifesting, even though again I'm really struggling with the concept. So when I say manifesting, I actually think I mean having faith and hoping and all of that stuff. And things just unexpectedly happened. But every time, and that's how I think I also got better with my asthma. I stopped looking at myself as a victim. I stopped looking at myself as someone who's constantly sick. Whereas at the beginning, I was just like, I'll never get better. I just had that vibe in my mind all the time. And I begged God, God, please take this away. But it's only after I started calming down and I started releasing to whatever was going to happen next, that's when I feel like I got better. And I just stopped stressing about it. And slowly but surely, the symptoms started lifting and all of that stuff. Yes, I was taking medication at the time, but it was the same medication I had taken 6 months prior to that. And it just felt like I was getting worse initially when I started the medication. The more I understand like how the mind connects with the heart, connects with the body, I feel like I am maybe like my biggest self-sabotager like person ever because I want certain things and I feel like sometimes I'm not destined to have them. For example, I was passing a shoe store today and I immediately said to myself, I would never pay that much for that shoe. It's just a mind like a thought that just crossed my mind immediately. Because that's something that I grew up saying to myself because my mom absolutely refused to buy, let's say, branded clothing. That's that's what I thought. I passed Aldo, didn't even look inside. I just thought to myself, no. And that's how I feel about a car. I'm just like, my rent is too high. I have to pay this. I have to pay that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And then I let the car thing go. Then I would be in my mother's car, driving myself everywhere I want to go. And then I'll be thinking, this is absolutely the best feeling in the world. Like, why, why aren't more people doing this? Do you understand what I mean? And I think back in the day, I would have had the pressure of buying a brand new car. My mom had her car that was super problematic and she hated having it repaired all the time. So she's a big advocate of either buying like demo vehicles or brand new. Like most of her vehicles have been brand new, and she paid a very huge price for it, but it was for her sense of peace, and I think she people should do what makes them feel better. So I understand that point. But I just it's just crazy to me how I'm blocking things. For example, for this YouTube channel to grow, I've just been blocking it because I have had the same numbers for over 10 years. So it's like, oh, maybe I'm just not destined to have a successful YouTube channel. That's just where I am right now. And sometimes I'll be like planning videos and then I'll just be like, why? It's just gonna stay at the same number. Before it even goes out, it's like I'm cursing it already. Um, for example, I'm supposed to create a few digital products that I had really great ideas, created the plan or wrote down the plan for a few ideas, but I haven't executed because I've actually had several digital products that never sold, no matter how hard in my mind I tried to market them. The point is, I could do something if, let's say, there is an actual blockage, but instead, I just block myself anyway. For example, I wanted to grow my shorts a bit, my YouTube shorts. And every time I just forget to pull out the camera because I'm just like, I'm busy with the task at hand. So just to take out the camera and film, I, I just feel like it's a distraction, especially when I'm at work. That's why you have never seen any work content on here. I'm tired. I'm tired of blocking myself. I'm tired of standing in my own way. I'm just tired. And the worst part is I'm tired right now, but I seriously have no idea where to go from now so that I get to where I need to be. Regarding the car that I won, I don't even have a car in mind. I just want wheels to get from point A to point B. I don't think that's an unreasonable statement to make because yeah, I don't think I'm picky about that. I just don't want something that requires a lot of repairs. So today, for the first time ever, I took action and I called this other lady who is a friend of my mom and told her my situation. I'm like, okay, this is my income. I'm studying also. I just, I don't need something major. I just need this and this and this. What do you think? And she actually said, hey, I know someone. I'll have him call you and then y'all can go from there. That was a literal 5 minute conversation. But the whole year, the whole time I've been saying to myself, this can't be done, this can't be done, this can't be done. It's the same with investing. I have a serious block against making investments. It's my biggest desire to make investments. I've watched countless of videos. Have I started? No. I'm just so afraid to do the wrong thing. I'm just so nervous and all of that stuff, you know? Same with retirement. Like I've stated, I'm not a full time employee, which means that I have to take care of my own retirement, which is super, super scary, especially if you were taught to grow up. Um, Taught to grow up. If you are taught to be in a stable job that provides for your pension so that in 40 years you have a pension. And I've already chowed up like 10 years of me having a pension because of being out of work and all of that stuff. But guess what? A bunch of other people too. So it's never too late to start a pension. I called someone and we're starting with the pension stuff at the end of February. That was a 5 minute email. But the whole year last year, I stressed about it to eternity. You know, at the end of last year, I had a small list of accomplishments. That's why I made that other video where I said I don't feel like I accomplished much because I feel like the whole time, honestly, if I'm being honest, I blocked myself from many, many things. But my mom forced me, which I think is good, forced me to look at the things that I did accomplish. For example, debt. Last year, I set a goal. I I set a goal to take care of my debt, and God opened an entire stream of income that I didn't even know was even possible. You know, the job I had just gotten, and they added more money, which is more money than the other stuff combined. And by not using that particular amount, I was able to pay off my debt because I was subtracting it. Like I was open to it. I didn't block myself to be like, oh, you can't or whatever. Do you get what I mean? I'm just so upset with myself. And after this, I have to do something because it will drive me absolutely crazy. Because it's one thing to realize that you might be self sabotaging, it's another to do nothing about it. And that would drive me way more crazier than the previous thing. Um, because I have the house to myself, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna rest because this January was a trip around the sun just on its own. Okay. Um, I can't believe everything I've gone through now in January. I just want to reset my soul and just like put new energy out there because I am blessed. I am highly favored and God loves me. I love me. My family loves me and I love them. What is the problem? You know? And I think with all the internal stuff that's going on, that's why my skin cracked the hell up. Like it cracked because it was just like mowing through everything that I was unhappy about. And honestly, I have to strip myself from that, off that, whatever, because actually down in my soul somewhere and also up here somewhere, I'm actually a happy person. I love happiness. I love joy. I love gratitude. I love. I love everything, you know? And the things that I don't love, I stay away from. I'm sorry. I don't want to get involved in things like that because I love just me and my energy. That's it. You get what I mean? Guys, we have to do something this year. Like, you can't live the same year twice. I hated hearing that when I felt bad about myself. But now that I don't, I completely understand it. I'm with the agenda. And I'm telling you, this year, expect some stuff from me because I'm not blocking myself anymore. I'm not. We need to start the engines. Boing, boing. Anyway, guys, stop blocking money, love, happiness, joy, all of that stuff. Like, be like almost cognizant of what you're putting out there. You know, a person with bad vibes and all of that stuff, it gets out, comes out in your behavior, attitude, the way you look, your skin, the words, all of that. So I'm gonna do the one thing I've been avoiding, and that's to finalize my videos, my fun projects, all of that stuff. I'm gonna sit down now after I paint my nails and I'm gonna work on it. I hope that you work on your goals as well and that you stop blocking all the things that you want in your life. Okay, let's do this. Bye.